Hey, great Thursday evening. It is a different type of evening in the city of Brownsville, except that we are driving. So it's going to be one of those type of live streams. So thank y'all for being here. Um, it's just going to be an interesting evening. And tonight we do have the pleasure to have Tanya Carrion with us tonight. Tanya, how you doing?
Hello, hello. I'm doing good. Thank you.
Good to see you. How you been?
I move my computer now. I can see it. There you go.
Been having a good week.
Yes.
Good job. And of course, we have with us Frankie Olivo. Frankie, how you doing? Hello, Frankie. How you doing? All right. I'm going to guess that Frankie's.
I think I lost it, Osmo. Can you hear?
Can you hear me, Frankie?
I can hear you. Can you hear me, Tanya?
Yes, I can hear you. But can you hear
All right,
me,
Frankie.
Frankie?
Yeah, I think Frankie's lagging again. It's all right, guys. It's been a very eventful day in the city of Brownsville. I will say that much. One of the things that we did learn today is that Hidalgo County came out with 1,248 positives and 22 deaths. And let me tell you guys, anyone that thought that this was over in any way, shape, or form, no way. No way, shape, or form is it over. We are not going to be doing too good for a little while. We haven't gotten the numbers yet from Cameron County. As the we that we have gotten the numbers from Cameron County.
We have, first and foremost, quisiera pedir las oraciones por un compañero que falleció por el COVID-19, Alberto García. Quisiera que la audiencia tenga a su familia, sus hijos, su esposa y sus amigos en sus oraciones durante estos tiempos muy difíciles. Para la familia García, estamos con ustedes. Que Dios le dé la fortaleza durante estos momentos difíciles. You are correct, Erasmo. There was, for the city, for Cameron County, there were 10 deaths reported today with over 335 positive cases. And you are correct. Hidalgo came back with, 1,200 positive cases and 22 deaths. This is, it's apparent how Mayor Trey Mendez said that we are going to get triple digits for the next X amount of days. So this is very real. And, lately, I think somebody mentioned in the program, Tanya, how before, once this started, we didn't hear about so many people. Now it's unfortunate that we could count how many people we know that have COVID. And unfortunately, somebody close, to our circle, succumb to this virus. So this is very, very real and very scary, Erasmo.
Yeah, it very, very much is. And again, one of the things for the city of Brownsville is Mayor Mendez did make mention that for the next 10 days, and this was mentioned like 4 days ago, that we would be in triple-digit numbers. And again, again today, 220 for the city of Brownsville. Guys, that is very, very alarming. Tanya, what does this tell us, Tanya?
And this is something probably like you don't want to be right about. Like you keep saying it and you keep saying it. You keep telling your friends and family, my house is closed. No visitors. We don't visit. I haven't seen my mom in months, like only through video. And this is something that you really don't want to be right. But then you see the numbers and I don't want to, it's so hard to turn around and say, you see, like you need to take care of yourself. You need to take care of your parents. You need to wear the mask. You need to be very careful. Only do curbside. We only do curbside. We almost never go out to eat or never pick up anything to eat. We've been cooking at home because this was coming. They told us it was coming and we didn't want to be right. We didn't want the mayor to be right because we're on triple digits. It's very...
You're right, Tanya. And again, one of the things that I think that we had gotten as a constant, we were trying to tell people and inform people, like, guys, this is coming, it's happening. And again, and I'm going to say this again and again, a lot of individuals were out there saying, well, it's just fear-mongering. No. I mean, guys, we were seeing what was happening out in Italy. We were seeing what was happening out in, and all over the world, actually.
Let me on speaker so I can hear. Leave me on speaker.
We were, experiencing what was happening in Spain, experiencing everywhere else. And again, guys, it's something that was going to happen elsewhere as well. In New New York was one of those other ones, we're monitoring closely.
We probably just didn't think it was gonna happen to us. We probably didn't think like we wanted to be like we wanted to be positive and say it's not gonna happen to us. It's not gonna come our way. We're like way down here, and that's not gonna be us.
Well, that's part of the problem, Tanya. Look, muchas de las cosas lo que pasa aquí es de que a lot of individuals want to live in the, hombre, no pasa nada. It's not going to happen, Eso le más le pasa a otras personas, it's not going to happen here. And that's what actually got us into a heap load of trouble. That's one of the things that's very, very concerning for a lot of individuals out there. And yeah, Steve's right. The beach park, South Padre Island, opening it up to an extent, was not the right thing to do. As much as a lot of the individuals out there at the state level, even with the state level, Tanya, state level was letting us know not to open up, to slowly open up, to go out there, to do this, to do that. And, it wasn't the right thing for us in any way, shape, or form. So again, what is dictated to us at the state level, at the national level, doesn't always have to comply with what's going on with us here. We have to monitor what's going on with us here in our neck of the woods, and then decide what's best for us. And again, that goes back into what's happening, what's happening with the school district. A lot of the stuff that was being dictated to us by TEA out there, was being dictated by the governor of the state of Texas. Was not something that was positive or going to be beneficial to our community. Don't you agree?
Yes, I agree completely. And this is where our common sense comes into place. Like we as parents, like we have to keep our kids safe. We have to keep ourselves safe. I mean, there's only one of me for my kids. I know for the district, I'm a teacher out of, I don't know how many hundreds, but in my house, I'm the only one. So this is where I come in and I say, okay, the governor's saying this, the superintendent's saying that, they're going to open the schools. The mayor always was on the careful side. But as a parent, I want to say, I want to be healthy. I want my kids to be healthy. I don't agree with what they're saying. I don't think it's safe to go out. So this is where you also have to say, I don't think that's safe.
Right. Well, what we recently had a couple of emergency meetings, and guys, we're going to do a very small, short show tonight. It's very short. But Tanya, we had a couple of emergency meetings out there. We were present at the BISD building, to let individuals know what our concerns were as a community. One of the things that we did experience in this last emergency meetings that they had was, we think that the superintendent was very rude to you.
I was going back to the meetings because I remember this is the fourth time I speak in front of the board. I think for a couple of times you were there, and I remember that I addressed the interim superintendent, Dr. Hutton. That was her name?
Dr. Hutton, yeah.
Yes, because I remember that it was when they were closing Longoria and they were sending us to Canales, and we were very upset. Very last minute. We're very happy in Canales, by the way. Excellent. Like, we love them. I mean, we became a team. Anyway, and I addressed her. I remember, and I went back to the meetings and I couldn't find it, where I said, Dr. Hutton, I'm always going to remember you as the person that closed my school. I addressed her directly, and nobody said anything back then.
No one.
I remember.
One of the things that's very important, Tanya, and you'll remember, one of the things that I hope to always do while I was on the board was to listen to the individuals that were out there speaking. No estaban yendo ahí idiokis. They were taking time out of their busy schedule. They were going out there and, they wanted to share their concerns. And they felt that it was the proper venue, because it is the proper venue for individuals to share their concerns. And, I know for a fact that a lot of, board members tend not to listen, not to pay attention. Se la pasan haciendo otras cosas en vez de estar poniendo de veras atención a lo que está sucediendo. And that's very, very unfortunate. One of the things that concerned me, and I thought was really, really very, very telling, was when the superintendent was trying to get the board attorney to quiet you down. And I'm going like, goodness gracious, man, you're there to serve the community. You know, not we as the community are not your servants. You're there to serve the community. Como que los papeles se han vuelto. And then when you were trying to praise individuals from the district out there, then the board attorney was trying to quiet you down because he was saying that you were attacking them. And that just goes to prove that they weren't even listening to what you were saying.
And that's what I think happened. Number one, they were not paying attention to what I was saying. Number two, probably Dr. Gutierrez felt attacked because I was asking him a question. Because the previous emergency meeting, he said that the children were going to stay at home, but he said that the teachers were going to be asked to go to school. So back then, we only knew that. We never knew that in the plans that they had, like it was going to be to send the teachers home as well. So since they didn't have communication, like Ida said yesterday, with the association, so we didn't know they were planning on doing that, right? Why didn't they get their department for communication and say, you know what, associations, we're gonna do this, and now, I mean, we're thinking we're gonna have the mayor and we're gonna have the judge, and now we're gonna send everybody. I mean, no communication whatsoever. So since we didn't know that, I was asking him a direct question. I don't know if he felt attacked or, I mean, it wasn't my intention. I said, Dr. Gutierrez, what are your plans for us? What are your plans for the teachers? Because you talk about the students and they're the most important thing. But what are your plans for us? That's the question I directed at him straight. So I think that he felt that I was going to attack everybody else. And that's number one. I said, I don't think they were listening. I don't think they were listening to what I was saying. And I felt so bad because I said, what if the bilingual department, we work very close together. I was telling Frankie that, yeah, over the summer, we work in summer school. I did curriculum alignment, and I did some other work for the bilingual department. So I really know them. And I was so worried that they took it as an attack. But then I went back to see the video on YouTube, and I said, no, I don't think they're going to get it. And even if the attorney goes back and Dr. Gutierrez goes back and sees the video, they're going to go like, oh, this is what she meant. She meant to praise the department. Because
Tanya, talking about, the upcoming year, could you let us know how you and your colleagues at Canales have been preparing for this upcoming year? We've been very vocal about the school board not giving direction, for what's to come. Can you let us know how you and your colleagues are, anticipating this new coming year?
When it comes to pre-K and kindergarten, that's what I told Ida. I can tell you about my grade level. I was talking to some kinder teachers, and we said that the schedule that the bilingual department worked on and we worked on the summer, that was really good because it had like and I was showing Frankie that I have the schedule here. It has like times where the students are going to be eating, but we're connected. We were teaching live. We were giving classes live. We were teaching phonics, and we're teaching the reading and everything in blogs. We had a lot of internet sites that we would direct the student that had like a benchmark. Like it said, like, where do I start? Where is my student starting? So we had all those plans already. If we get them for the regular year and we add and tweak it just a little bit, I spoke to one of my friends and said, like, I think this can work. So as of right now, since we aligned the curriculum, we know what we're going to do. We align it with the book. We align it with fluency. We align it with everything that our kids need. All we ask is for the parents to give us a chance and to actually show up with the kids. Because I had one parent, I was telling Frankie, that she only had a smartphone for the whole family, but she would connect every day. And I would work with her. I would even work like after the class, I would tell her, can you give me 5 minutes and let's go over this? I even share my screen and she would see how to connect. So, I mean, we have a plan. And if they give us something else, then we can probably integrate it. So, yeah, like, we're ready.
Well, again, let me tell you, one of the things that I think these people don't understand, they have no concept, Tanya. I'm aware of all the amazing work a lot of the teachers were doing during the summer because they were already foreseeing, Tanya. This is what was happening. And you tell me if I'm wrong. They were already foreseeing that they were going to go into distance learning. So a lot of them were doing their best to up their game. And, there was really honest, and I'll say it, there was no direction in regards to Bueno, puede que sí, puede que no, a ver si sí, a ver si no. That's what a lot of the teachers were going through. And a lot of the counselors and a lot of the other individuals. And I was out there trying to make it known, guys, distant learning, and I know for a fact that a lot of you were getting yourselves ready for it. We just wanted to have the official word. This is what's happening. Dinos, nomás dinos para empezar a prepararnos. And that wasn't happening from the top or from this board. They were adamant that they wanted individuals to go onto campus. Isn't that the sentiment that y'all felt afterwards?
Yes, and even the previous emergency meeting, everything they presented was for face-to-face instruction. Face-to-face instruction. I was looking at the meeting, I was like going, oh, what is going on? Because I said, like, look at the numbers. And I even have a calendar, and I'm like writing down the numbers because I have family in Matamoros and we're in communications. And I mean, take care of each other, take care of the family and this and that. So I was writing it down. And as I was writing down the numbers, I said, like, how do they want us to go into campus? How do they want to, I mean, as a teacher, like really, if I have my students over and I get one of them sick, how am I going to feel that they get sick or one family member dies because I brought or they get me sick and then I get somebody else sick, because that's the way this illness works. That's the way this virus works.
It seemed that they had no concept or clue, como que si estuvieran en otro mundo total. And that's what was very frustrating for a lot of us. We're going like, make a decision. And, and they were constantly saying, oh, we have a plan. And we're going like, well, share with us the plan. To this moment, Tanya, we don't have a plan. We know that now, because the governor has said, because the county judge has said, now the only thing that was truly accomplished, was that they moved the starting date to August 25th, which is great. I mean, again, you have to go out there and applaud the things that they do. Okay. It was great that they moved the date to August 25th. It wasn't enough. Para este tiempo, we should have already had a plan. Look, Tanya, every other district out there, they have a plan.
Mm-hmm.
They've already shared their plan. And that's what we've learned through social media. They've already said and dictate, this is what's going to happen. This is what we're going to do. And these are the different phases. And I'll give you an example. McAllen already said, we are in phase 3. We are in phase 3. And in phase 3, no one goes back on campus.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've seen
they should do that. That's what I said. Like, they should say, because all we wanted was for them to say, we're going distance learning and we're ready. We're ready. Like, whatever they throw at us, we're ready. But we want them to also say, and we're going to revisit the plan. If by this date we still have this many numbers or we're in this stage, we're going to continue like that. But if by this day, everything's better, primeramente Dios, and then we can start preparing to go face to face. But like, they don't say that. And that's what we want to hear from them. We want our parents also to be like, to feel safe, that we have them, like they're our priority.
But no más the teachers. This is what's very impressive. The parents also. I've heard the parents. I mean, what is the concern of the parents?
Well, that the virus, and it comes to the point that now education and being healthy, it's that they have to fight side to side, because some parents say, okay, yeah, I want to say that I want to keep my son at home. But if they open the school, they're going to say, well, you left it at home and he's behind. Well, I'm going to send them to school. Okay, you send them to school and now he got sick. So it's like they had like a conflict and they're like very like suffering, because if I do this decision, this can happen. If I do, and if we have direction, and if we have direction from our leaders, and that would be the best thing.
And I think right now what everybody wants is, we just want to know, and there's a lot of questions out there, and a lot of questions, they come because there isn't any knowledge. Now, what's going to happen in this case scenario? And look, this is my other concern, Tanya. They have a task force. You know that there's not one single teacher on the task force?
Yes, that's what I heard. And that's what I was going, I was going to tell you next, that Ida said that they should have teachers, they have the associations, they should have, we should be represented there, because we have so many ideas. And besides being teachers, we're parents. So you get the double good thing there. because we're concerned for our kids and we're concerned for our students, and sometimes like they are at the same level. So if we could be there, if we could be represented as parents and as teachers, associations, that would work very well.
And a lot of your concerns, a lot of the teachers' concerns are also the concerns of parents, but I'll add on to that. Not only concerns about parents, they're also the concerns of the teacher parents. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. It does.
A lot of our teachers out there, they're also parents, and they, unlike some of the board members, they have their children at BISD. So they just want to know what's going to happen in my scenario. And no one wanted to give them an answer. And I think that's what was causing a lot of anxiety and frustration and a lot of hurt from a lot of teachers, because they expected a little ounce of leadership. Am I wrong?
Yes, no, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. And at least say, okay, you know what? Really, I don't know what to do. So we're gonna go with the county and the city. And if they don't open or they in stage this, then we're not gonna go back. Or if we go to lower the numbers and at least have some kind of like a blueprint of what to follow. Have some kind of like I don't know, like let's go with what the county is doing and let's go with what the city is doing. And I'm just gonna, como dice mi abuela, las manos, and whatever they say is gonna go, and this is gonna be the plan that we're gonna have. We only want a little bit of direction. That's what we were asking for. A little bit of direction.
And that's not asking for too much. Look, again, they've had 3 months, and it seems like everybody else out there, every other school district around, was preparing for something. And again, one of the things that they were saying throughout the media is, well, we've been preparing, we've been working, we've been meeting, and we're going like, well, show us something. But we were getting nothing. I mean, look, está bien, hombre, they haven't done everything wrong. One of the things that I saw today was that they were receiving PPE. We're getting 72 pallets of PPE. But let's make it clear, the district wasn't receiving them. Region 1 was receiving them, and then Region 1 was going to distribute it. Lo que me molesta a mí is, give us precise, clear information. No nos des a medias to where we're left to speculate, because once we all start to speculate, oye, la vamos a poder regar. But tell us the truth. Show us the facts, and follow the trends. Look, one of the things that they made mention at the meeting was, vamos a hacerle caso al Mayor Trey Mendez. Well, again, that's fine. Why didn't they pay attention to him 3 months ago?
This time, they chose to pay attention this time, because I know he kept saying that. He kept saying that he didn't understand why, if he was already looking at what the county was doing, but our district was not. And it's incredible how we could see it. Everybody else could see that we're going to go distance learning, but they kept saying face-to-face instruction, even last week.
Well, even on Monday, even on Monday, it was still, mira, and I've been, and you have called me out, and I appreciate it. I appreciate people who call me out. But one thing that you'll agree is that I've been very consistent.
Oh, yeah.
Distance learning.
And I always recognize, and I always thank you for that, because when we were looking for people to talk to, you were one of the only ones that always show up. You would never hide from us.
Never. And always, and since this pandemic started, distant learning, guys, distant learning. Because if you would see, Tanya, and I hate to say this, I knew that we were going to come to be at this point where we're at right now. I knew, porque conocemos la raza, nos conocemos los unos a los otros. So I knew that we were going to be in this mess right now. And again, and I could point to Mayor Mendez, because I've had conversations with him. I've had conversations with our first responders. We've had conversations with our doctors. We actually did bring in doctors on here, Tanya. We brought in nurses from New York City on this show para que nos digan, oye, esto es lo que está pasando. No es una broma. Es peligroso. O sea, doctores, gente preparada. You want to know how many doctors are on the task force? How many nurses?
No, because you share the list and I couldn't see any doctor or any nurse, anybody from like any medical authority there.
Y la diferencia And the difference is, I watched Port Isabel. Port Isabel had doctors on there, Dr. Eder Hernandez. Now, Dr. Eder Hernandez is very important because Dr. Eder Hernandez is actually the one that's been out there at the sports park every day since this thing started.
Mm-hmm.
He's gotten the information in regards to testing. He's gotten the information in regards to the number of positives. He's gotten the information in regards to some of the deaths that we've had. He has information in regards to how to treat this virus because he's out there been treating patients. Port Isabel said, hey, Dr. Hernandez, come here. Come here and share your expertise because you have lived this. And he went out there and he said, and even today, he was out there posting today, school should not open. He was out there posting today because they shouldn't. They're the experts.
And even if you're not an expert, let me tell you, I'm a teacher. I could see my feed on Facebook with my own family, extended family. They were going to the island. They were going, and I could see going to bars, and I could see the people. We were driving by Texas Roadhouse before all of that happened, and there was a whole family. It was like a family of like 5. It was the dad, the mom. Dad had like a little girl in his arms, and then they were walking with another one. And I said, how is this happening? You had to just look around you to know that the numbers were going to be up. And I said, and if the numbers are up, there's no way we're going to be able to open the school. There's no way, even if I'm not a medical professional.
Exactamente. But after listening to the medical professionals, es como que si aumentó tu conocimiento, and you go like, well, now I'm basing it on this. O sea, I have a foundation.
Yes, you're right. You're right. They should have somebody on call. Yeah, I was very surprised that they called the mayor and the judge. I was very, very surprised. Hi, Ms. Sandoval. I was very surprised that they were there. I was happy and I was surprised.
Well, and look, Ms. Sandoval is correct. Read the people in the committee earlier, and I recognized all the main office personnel. And you know what happens, Ms. Sandoval? Like a lot of the people out there, they're yes people. Oh, yes. And again, they're afraid. They're afraid to say anything in regards to, oh, I don't agree, And we need individuals like Tanya. Gustate or no, I'm going to give you my opinion, but I'm going to give you my honest opinion. We need people like Louis Leal out there. Louis Leal basically let them know, guys, and he got a lot of flack. He was called by the board members. Hey, it's very horrible that you went out there and used a costume. And actually, they were trying to find out who was wearing that costume. And he goes, well, it was me. But you got the message, right? And they got the message. And you know what? Not only the board members got the message, that picture went viral throughout the country and was used as an example of the fear and anxiety that not only teachers, custodians. Tanya, right now my custodians are calling me. I said, Asmo, we're scared. We've been on campus for all these months. And a lot of our people have gotten, look at our custodian from Hannah. I mean, they're concerned. O sea, ¿cuál es el personal que para ellos no es tan valioso que lo van a enviar a los campus to go get coronavirus?
Everybody's important. Like even like what they said, even one life, it's too many. One life is too many. It's too much. Because like it's everybody's like it's somebody's dad, somebody's mom, somebody's son, somebody's daughter. I don't want my son to be part of the percentages. That's how we were worried. That's when I said I have to say something. I have to say something because they haven't said anything about the teachers, about the staff that are going to school. And I agree with when he said, Dr. Gutierrez said, the rest of the staff, like paraprofessionals, like the people, like persons from the office, they can help out. I can have somebody with me and say, you know what? I have to make a phone call to one of the parents, but I'm going to go connect live. Can you please call this person? And then, tell me, leave a message. There's a lot of things we can do. There's a lot of things that we can do. On 100%. That, I agree with him.
100%. Ivan, please inbox Eder Hernandez. He has said if anyone, has not gotten the results, please, and understand that they have a big backlog, but please send him a message via social media and let them know what's going on. And thank you. And if you don't hear from him tomorrow, Friday, let me know, and I'll reach out to him. Truth hurts. Yeah. And unfortunately the truth hurts. And again, and I understand, look, Tanya, I understand that, they are dealing with other matters, other legal matters that we're not going to discuss tonight, but they're dealing with other legal matters that everyone knows about. I mean, it was very present in that room that day, to a
everybody. I went back to see your video too, and you were like, and we probably did the same face, all of us.
Yeah, let me tell you, one thing that I think resonated was the disbelief at how, o sea, qué vergüenza, no tienen vergüenza, some individuals, but, they would defy, different recommendations and orders from federal judges is amazing. But, and I don't want to burden you as a teacher with that right now. I mean, although everyone feels it. Pero what I'm trying to say is I understand that, they have a couple of court dates coming up next month, early next month. So they're worried, they're concerned because, they've been called in to be witnesses to, to the trial that's at hand that we all know about. But what I'm getting at is my concern is these individuals, they put themselves in that position. Ellos se pusieron solos, se pusieron de pechito. And what happens when
consequences?
What happens cuando empiezan a reclamarles? They get attorneys, Tanya.
And let me tell you something that I went back to see it, and I said I couldn't hear them because I was on a Zoom and on the screen. I couldn't hear them, and I said maybe if I had been there, they would have like really gotten to me, because like when you're in person there, and when the superintendent is telling the attorney to turn around, and then the attorney is trying to tell you to stop. If I had been there, it would have been different. I think I would have felt like intimidated because like the fact that I couldn't hear them, and then I heard them, but then I was in the middle of my message and I wanted to get it across. I think it kind of helped the situation. But if I had been there, I mean, it is after I went back to see it and everything, I said like, yeah, that's my superintendent telling the board lawyer or the BISD lawyer to tell me to be quiet and to tell me that I was doing something wrong when I was not doing anything wrong. So if you really think about it like that, I said, well, they would have intimidated me if I had been there. But the fact I couldn't hear them and the connection and everything, I mean, it worked on my favor, thank God. But like, yeah, it's something that it was, I mean, I don't think it should have happened.
No, it should never have happened. Crystal, please, I'll say this again. Please, guys, please do not resign. Please do not, make a rash decision out there. Please have faith. Have faith that we're still fighting. I mean, I haven't given up. I might not be at my studio tonight, but I'm not giving up. AOBE is not giving up. AOBE is not out there kissing the butt of the board members or kissing the superintendent's butt. Please don't resign. Please. Let's be patient. Let's strategize together and let's figure out what is the best path for our personnel. We don't want you to lose anything, really. You don't deserve to lose anything because none of this is your fault. And it's no one's fault. It was brought upon us, but this is the time where we all have to come together and fight together. And I don't want anyone to resign. I don't want anyone to quit. I don't want anyone to take their children out of BISD. I don't. No, I don't. I want us to work together. Parents, over 18 years old students, teachers, custodians, classified staff, everyone, please be a little patient. Elections are 3 months away. 3 months away, and we have an amazing opportunity before us. Anthony, I'm not going to answer for Tanya, but Tanya did not mention that the support staff is not okay to go back on campus. We don't want anyone to go back on campus.
They're not. I understand that the support staff is not going. I might not be right, but I understand that they're not. They're just going to be there to assist in whatever capacity they can. For example, me as a kinder teacher, if I have a list of 24 students and I can find 4 or 5, because that was the main issue, maybe I can have the secretary, or I can have a paraprofessional, or I can have someone Help me with that.
That part was made clear, and I think Anthony's concerned because a lot of the classified staff are going back onto campus starting on Monday. Some individuals are going back on staff this week. So I think that's the concern. No one. This is my opinion. No one should be going back on campus. Period.
Contact your association. They're awesome. They're awesome when it comes to that. Contact your association and AOBs. I mean, I want to commend Ms. Borrego and Ida because they're excellent. I call them and they answer. And if they don't answer, you leave a message and they call you right back.
Yeah, please call your association, Anthony, and let them know. And again, a lot of it depends on picking the right association. So yes, please contact, and even if you're from another association, contact AOBE. AOBE is willing to help because again, we're all in this together, guys. Mm-hmm. And again, my take is I don't want anyone going back on campus. And what Tanya is referring to is that a lot of our classified staff, a lot of our other individuals that work for the district, there's going to be work for us to do because transforming the district into a distance learning district, remote learning district is going to take all of us working together to make it so. So everyone's going to be important. No one should be left behind. But again, my take is no one should be going onto campuses because we don't know if this is airborne. It's still a novel virus. We don't know if it's airborne. We don't know if it's in the ventilation system. We just don't know. We just don't know. But we need to know. We need to find out. You're absolutely right. Life is about choices. It really is. At the meeting Wednesday, the board stated that they want top-notch teaching from online and homes, as if teaching from home means slacking off. Well, we want the top-notch representation and leaders on the board that take our health, lives, and concerns. Yeah, I was very upset with that because one of the things that I think, Tanya, you could correct me, but a lot of the teachers out there, they were feeling that this board and this superintendent were making it sound like, pues, no estaban trabajando, teachers just wanted to distant learn because, they want to have it easy. And let me tell y'all, and I'm going to say this first before Tanya answers. Let me tell y'all, I've spoken to thousands of teachers out there, and the thousands of teachers out there that I've spoken to, they've said the same thing. They have never worked harder in their life. Mm-hmm. They've never worked harder in their life because they were up till 11, 12, 1, 2 in the morning, preparing, trying to find the students, and also getting ready for this next semester. Am I wrong, Tanya?
No, you're not. Let me tell you a story. I had a student that I couldn't find, and I had a contact on my Facebook that I remember that my student had hugged another student when it was okay. And that student had been a student of mine. And anyway, long story short, I was able to find that student, and I was able to find them. And then I left a message, and the parent called me like at 9 that night. And I said, it's now or never, because I've been searching for this student, so I have to answer. So I was there giving and receiving phone calls by 9 o'clock at night, like where I see my students at school. I don't worry after I leave school 4 or 5 in the afternoon. But here I am making phone calls at night and discuss and playing and having to find sites that worked, because some of the sites were working, some of the sites were not working. Some of the sites worked for my kinder students, some of the sites worked for second grade. So we were there on the weekends. We were there in the afternoon. We were there at night, answering, searching, preparing lessons. I mean, it is a lot. It is a lot. But even then, we value our health and the health of our students more. So we're willing to put on the work. We're willing to work more.
And I think, look, I know my community, Tanya. My community is willing to help out, and look, part of the problem is that they haven't made the teachers, they haven't made the paraprofessionals, they haven't made our food and nutrition service people, they haven't made the parents a part of the solution. And let me tell you, I know my community wants to help. They want to be a part of the solution. They want to help out. They're very caring individuals here. Por eso somos bien querendones. Por eso de que el abrazo, el beso y todo, somos bien así. Some of these food nutritional service custodians have worked for BISD for over 30 years. And people like my mom are really sad losing friends because they are losing friends. Mm-hmm. People shouldn't be
family. We have friends because they're not just our coworkers. They're our family.
And we shouldn't be losing these individuals to this horrible disease. Mm-mm. We should care about every single individual out there. And this board, I mean, they don't, and sometimes it seems that they don't even care about the individuals that are working at their home office. Because just today I learned that individuals from the home office have tested positive, and they're asking for everyone to go in. And everyone that has contacted me from, and let me tell you, I get contacted a lot. A lot of people that have contacted me from the main office, they're scared for their lives. And
I think it goes back to that they don't trust that they're doing what they're supposed to do it from home. And like I was saying, part of my speech was that when I was doing summer school, I had on my account, I had the lead teachers, and they will go in. And I was telling somebody yesterday from main office, and I said, every time that we would disconnect, we would connect with other teachers, and they would say, how many walkthroughs did you have? And they meant people going into our virtual classrooms to check on us or to just observe. And then they would put like comments, good teaching, and I like the what you were saying to the students and this and that. And we had like 4 or 5 people on one day go in when we were teaching the classes because they have our schedules, and we were fine with it. We're okay. I actually even like got somebody and say, I know you popped into my classroom at this time. I want to ask you a question because I know they're available too. So it's like we are doing our part. Check on us. That's okay. Go ahead and check on us.
No problema. And it seems like it's a matter of trust. Because they have this sentiment, oh, they don't want to work. Yes, parece como que están viendo quinceañeras. Yes, it is.
I want to show you my background, so just so you can see. This is my house. A printer that I got from a project that I did on Donner's Choose. There's my TEs and everything. This is my house right now. I'm in summer break, and I have a desk that I can work on.
That's just a part of it.
That's just part of it. Yes.
I agree. If we resign, they win. Yes, Nelly. Please do not resign, folks. Please, please, please be patient. No one should resign, Tanya, right?
No. And parents, please have faith in us. We're awesome. All the teachers that I know, they're awesome. Have faith in us. My son is going to BISD because I think BISD is the best choice. And help us out. Let's work as a team.
Yes, 100%. And guys, again, parents, be patient with our teachers. It's something that I've said for months. Actually, I've said it for years. Parents, be patient. They can say that mis angelitos work together with the teachers. I mean, I hope that during this time that you have learned to appreciate all the hard work the teachers, that they put in to educating our mate. And let me tell you, and I had the blessing of visiting every single campus at BISD. And I met with our food nutrition service people, our custodians, our teachers, and we have some of the most amazing individuals in the city of Brownsville working for the district. And the only reason, look, and Tanya, I'm going to say this, no importa. We are an A-rated district, not because of those idiots that are wearing the pins at the board meetings, not because of this superintendent, not because of the deputy superintendents, not because of any of those board members. We are an A district because of our amazing teachers,
and
staff,
the students, the parents. Oh my God! Yes.
Am I wrong?
No, you're not. You're not, because the superintendent, he just got here. So it's parents, it's the students, the teachers, paraprofessionals, the people in the cafeteria. We love them to death as well. Like every time that we have a celebration, we include them. People in the office, coaches, counselors. I mean, without the counselors, the kids would be, in high school, they're super important. Every level. But like everybody, it's very important.
I love our counselors. Up to now, are paras having to show up to campus or online as well? As of right now, we don't completely know because there is no plan. The goal is for even our paras to be working remote learning, distance learning was something that Tanya was mentioning, so that they are going to be helping out our teachers and professionals. Yes, Tanya.
We already did that as well in the summer. We had paraprofessionals work with us, so we know it works. We've done it,
and that's what Tanya was referring to when she was being interrupted. That the teachers and the paraprofessionals and the staff and the people that were monitoring them, they had it down packed. All they had to do, guys, when we were going to build the pack, Tanya, and I was on the board, I said, hey, who's going to, present this to the board? They said, oh, pues que aquí el del main office y el de purchasing. I said, no. And I said, no, bring in the band directors, bring in the choir directors, bring in the final. They are the experts. Mm-hmm. If we bring them in, they're going to tell us what is best for our performing arts center. Well, they should have learned from that, and they should have brought in the teachers, the paraprofessionals, the administrators that were out there monitoring, the counselors. They should have brought them all in and say, hey guys, tell us how you did it during the summer, and tell us what worked, tell us what didn't work, and let's work together. But they didn't do that, Tanya.
And the reason I was praising them more, and it was because after June 14th, everybody stopped working. Well, the people in the office, the administrators for summer school, even the lead teachers. And it was, I believe it's 4 people in the bilingual department. And those 4 people were able to take care of all the pre-Ks and kinders that we were hosting for the summer. So right. 4 people, 1 department managed the whole summer school for pre-K kinder. And it was like, I want to say 20, 25 teachers. So with 20, 25 groups, pre-K and kinder. So they did something awesome. So that's what I wanted to praise them. And I wanted to say, okay, maybe in larger scale, you can bring in your deans of instruction. You can bring in your assistant principal, your principals, and they can work something bigger.
Right. Mm-hmm. What about cab employees? Again, we don't know completely. Don't know. I'm thinking that a lot of the cab employees are going to be asked to come back already, the same way that the main office people were asked to come back. Plus, right now they're worrying about enrolling individuals. So you have to take into consideration that a lot of the enrolling, especially the individuals that are going to be changing from one school to another or coming in from Mexico or something, they have to go through cab. So I'm thinking that if they haven't been called already, it's coming very soon. The acknowledgement that those without power have influence. Organization is power and voice. And let me tell you guys, and this is something that I've been preaching for years. The power is in the people. This is Tanya's district. This is Louis' district. This is your district. It's not the superintendent's district. It's not the board member's district. It is your district. It is not the overpaid attorney's district. It is your district. That's why you're so invested in it. Don't let them take it away from you. Don't let them try to quiet you like they did with Tanya. Don't let them try to shut you up ever. It was disrespectful. It was uncalled for. And just because of that, the board should have come up in arms, and not one single board member.
I don't think they were listening either. I don't think they were listening because they didn't know. And I went back to see your show and you were seeing it as an audience and you said, déjala hablar, because they kept saying it because you were listening to what I was saying, but they weren't.
Yeah.
Maybe they turned around when the lawyer was trying to interrupt me and they said, oh, what? She's attacking someone? So that's what I think happened.
Tanya, and I know you saw the video. I was saying, she's praising them. She's praising them. Why aren't you listening? But not one single board member shut the board attorney up. Ni uno le dijo, hey, let her talk.
See, she's not doing that. Espérate, o sea, something. Yeah.
Because they don't care. What's the rush of having school year this year at people's going nuts? Again, there has to be some academia. There has to be some learning process. I agree, and I've been saying it, that we should focus on distant learning and remote learning at least till January. We're going to see. I mean, they've given us September the 8th, the school district, maybe the first 6 weeks. We'll see. But look at the numbers that came out, guys. Goodness gracious, guys. Look at Hidalgo, 1,248. Brownsville, 220. The numbers are not going down. So I don't think that we're going to be ready by September the 8th. So let's start. This is my spiel. Let's prepare for all this semester. Y así ya vamos en la marcha para no tener que estar haciendo otra junta y otra junta y otra junta para extender algo. Let's just give it till January. Now, if everything clears up, let's say that they come up with a magical vaccine. If everything clears up by the end of September, then yes, call a meeting. Say, you know what, guys? Now we're going to start preparing to come back inside. That's okay. Pero prepare for the worst. Prepare for the worst.
Hope for the best. And because now we're gonna be also like we're gonna be afraid once that they approach us, because we're gonna be like, what are they gonna decide now? Are they gonna again suggest face to face? But maybe the numbers are still in the hundreds. Like we're gonna be afraid now as we approach. And if they would like give us peace of mind, saying we're gonna go this and learn, unless something changes, like you said, let's prepare for the worst, hope for the best. I mean, we would feel better like that.
100%. Well, my principal and secretary went back on campus since yesterday, and I'm so sorry for them. They should not be there. And please let everybody on the district make a calendar. Tanya says she has a calendar. You make a calendar of when they made you go back and document everything. Document everything, because at the end of the day, they're going to come back and say, we didn't tell you that. We didn't tell you. It's happened before. What happens to those without mobile and can't afford electronics? One of the things that the district is trying to do now is trying to get all these tablets out there. Now, and this is something that, again, very, very upsetting. Now they're thinking about, let's start a technology, let's have a technology committee meeting. Goodness gracious, you've had 3 months, guys. 3 months. We've been talking about citywide cities, a smart city initiative to have broadband throughout the whole city for our students for years. And, everything gets pushed forward because there are other priorities. And unfortunately, one of those priorities got sent to federal court. Yes, AOB has been amazing. It really has been amazing. They need to cancel the STAR test because, yes, I agree 100%. Right now we are in a pickle. We're in a pickle. And we need a little bit of relief in all aspects of it. And yes, we do need to waive the STAR one more year, at least, if not permanently. Not permanently. The schools are open with personnel already working now. What happened with distance learning? Again,
it goes back to trusting your employees, and it goes back to preparing them and having a plan for them. It goes back to that. It goes back to what I was saying yesterday, like develop a plan.
Yes, do something. We have nothing. Yes, cancel the STAR test. Yes, we need it. Actually, let me tell you, that's one of the things, if I do have the honor of coming back on the board, that's one of the things I'm going to fight with, like you would not believe, all the way up to Austin. Me and my wife can't go back on campus due to our newborn and my wife's underlying condition. Is there some type of accommodation for us to work from home? Yes, there's got to be. Please contact AOBE, contact your association. There's no way for you to go back on campus, Manny. No way. Please don't. But please contact your association. Yes, Tanya?
Get ahead of the game. And make preparations. Show them that the reasons you have to. And I believe there's now a relief for the virus, right? That you can. Ida said it yesterday. So if you contact the association, they would probably get you better.
Yes, please, Manny. What's up, Kitty Cat? Hey, Juan. I like it when you call me Kitty Cat. Good evening, Esmeralda. Schools have a person appointed to do the home visits from the tenants department. I'm not prepared to do home visits as a paraprofessional. No, we're talking about online, over the phone, online, some type of communication.
We did that.
Yes, that's what a lot of paraprofessionals are doing this summer. That's what it's meant, not home visits. I don't think anybody it was not easy at all. It wasn't. It was difficult. And I know, and y'all did an amazing job, Crystal. I'm with People Services, and we're not allowed to do home visits with virus. No, you can't. It's got to be all electronic, or it's got to be over the phone. You've got to start to learn to be a little bit creative. I'm most anxious about teaching kids who I haven't met yet without having to build a relationship with them. Yeah, and you know what? It's and for a teacher, they have to be concerned with coming into this close contact with a lot of. And look, you guys. A lot of our students, they don't know, they don't understand completely what's going on, and they're used to hugging the teacher, they're used to getting close, they're used to, help me please, we can't do that anymore right now, at least for right now. So it's extra stress coming on to a teacher. It really, really is. So no, we shouldn't be done face to face. I understand that there's our risk involved, but if schools are going to open, someone will have to be at the campus to provide support for the teachers. I think that's one of the reasons why we should get more individuals, like tech savvy individuals. A lot of it, and one thing that I know for a fact, Mike, is that even in certain departments at different schools, we have a lot of individuals that are as prepared please don't get upset with me, tech people, but they're as prepared or sometimes maybe more prepared than the tech people that we have. Does that make sense? O sea, hay personas that que are very, very well trained in very, very tech savvy. And you can bring those, make them part of the tech department as well. I mean, I know that one of the things that that I found out when I was going campus to campus visiting is that there's a lot of individuals out there that said, and that's what we can help. You know, we can help the tech. We offer our services because we know, because we're here, we're doing these tests, and a lot of the teachers, they would create their own programs on the computers to teach their kids. Well, bring those and make them part of the tech. You know, be creative. Think a little bit out of the box, but, you know, try something. Yes, Drew and Prissy said that about wanting top-notch work. If that was, it was very offensive. Yes, it was. Yeah. They micromanage us to an insulting degree. Yes, because they don't treat our teachers as professionals. And let me tell you, I've never seen more professional individuals that I have at BISD. And at IDEA as well. I mean, I know Ryan is an amazing teacher out there at IDEA. I have friends that are teachers at IDEAs that I know that they're amazing. Actually, their athletic director is a friend of mine, a church member for IDEA. And let me tell you, I've known him since he was a little huerquito, chiquitito, chifladito. And an amazing individual, you know, very honest, very sincere, very dedicated, you know, a very dedicated person. He knows who I'm talking about. And yes, Tito, I still love you, Papa. But, you know, we have amazing people, Tanya, throughout Brownsville. You know, at IDEA, BISD, Harmony, Jubilee, we have some amazing people. Treat them as professionals. Goodness gracious, they deserve that much, Tanya.
Yes. Answering that question, it says, are we going to have resources to teach from home? They also mentioned that we're going to be able to go to the school and bring our equipment if we needed it. We're going to be able to go to school and actually do the teaching. So they did say that we're going to have resources. We're going to have the laptops. I don't know about the connections or the internet, because I really, I didn't spend $200 on internet and equipment. I spent way more than that. Like they gave us a stipend, and I was like, okay. And the only thing would be like, it would be the internet connection, because all the equipment, they said that we can borrow it from school. We can bring them.
Good job. BISD food service still working. The kitchens were closed today, but office and warehouse, yeah, they were closed because our food nutrition service people are coming out positive. That's why they were closed. But they should have never been positive in the first place. And you know, we got to protect our people, guys. And everyone's like, but the job. We already have the money at BISD. Pay the people. No les pagan ni suficiente. No les pagan ni tanto, hombre, para estar lloriqueando el salario de una persona que trabaja bien duro y recibe un sueldo humilde. Todavía vas a andar nickel and diming these folks. Pay them.
Now, I heard all the companies that have their workers on trainings.
Yes.
Train them in food handling. Train them on something else. Have them, if you want work from home, that would be an option. Train them in food handling. Train them in customer service. Train them in cleaning. Train them in disinfecting. There's a lot of trainings out there. You can sit the cafeteria people and get them trained, and they're going to be better employees when they go back.
100%. Yes, we want to be part of the task force. Look, Tanya, there's so many people that want to be a part of the solution. Peer librarians and I have been discussing what librarians can do to continue. See, these are the people that have the ideas because they're on the front line, Tanya. These are the experts. Mm-hmm. They want to share their knowledge, their experience, but there's no one that will accept their information. Saludos, Elver. Watching Margie, God bless you. Why shouldn't we be scared for our lives when there's refrigerator trucks? Yeah, and they're here at Valley Baptist. Mm-hmm. Valley, guys, I can drive with my scooter. And I went on my scooter to go take a picture of the refrigerator trailer at Valley Baptist. Está tan cerquitas así. It's that close, guys, mm-hmm. that I could go on my scooter and come back to my office. That's how close it is. I love when the walkthrough, if they want to see how awesome I am, come on in. Heck yeah, man. There's nothing to el que nada debe. Nada debe. Buenas noches, Isidro. What's the story behind BISD hand sanitizer? Guys, you can't make this thing up. You see, and that's part of the problem, también. This is why there's a lot of fear out there, because they fear that they're not going to be given the best equipment, the most up to date. I mean, you have hand sanitizer from 2011 and you're having it there for people to protect themselves. Ya no tiene la fuerza. It doesn't. Not after, what is it? 9 years? 9 years? Come on, guys. Our people deserve better than that, BISD. El León cree que todos son de su condición exactamente. And we have amazing people here. I wish I could retire only because I was lost as to what the plan. Now that I know, it's full force ahead. Échale ganas. But again, we need more information, Maria. But yes, I have confidence that a lot of our teachers there van a sacar esto por delante because that's the type of people that they are. That's their spirit. BISD needs to embrace medical input 100%. We needed it.
Yes.
It comes down to trust. It's like they don't think that we're working at home despite of us going crazy planning for online learning. It is ridiculous. Tanya, you are awesome. We need to get all teachers to come on with Erasmo. Guys, open invitation. Any teachers out there? Any teachers on here? Crystal, Elisa, anyone that wants to share their experiences. My platform, my Facebook pages, my YouTube pages, they're for the community. They're for you.
And
So
we
please-
want parents to trust us as well. We want parents to see what we're doing because, like, maybe they watch those meetings and they see, okay, teachers are gonna need to be monitored. Teachers need to be like looked at. Teachers need. Maybe they go with that and say, well, maybe they're right and they're not doing what they're supposed to. But if you just talk to us, we would tell you. We would let you know, and you would see it when we go on classes and on live. We only ask for your support.
And Celinda, and that's why Celinda, this is one of the reasons why I have been saying we should have started 3 months ago. We should have started 3 months ago, Celinda. Celinda, would you agree that if we would have started 3 months ago, it would have given you a little bit of time to prepare? But todavía no. They're still sending out surveys. No more surveys. The librarians too. Yes, I love my librarians. We shouldn't trust anyone on the task force. No, they're yes people. Not wrong. Not wrong. A+ district because of teachers, administration, students, and parents who care the most. 100%. Thank you, Erasmo, for all you're doing to help our teachers, parents, staff. My platform is your platform, guys. Thank you, Tanya. Really, thank you. Thank you, Tanya. And you know, one of the things that I've noticed, Tanya, you know, with me, teachers have always been very vocal. Siempre han tenido la confianza de decirme, no, Erasmo, no, and I like that. But one thing that I've noticed is more and more teachers are becoming more and more and more vocal. Donde dicen, ya me cansé. I'm going to say.
The thing is that since we work where we're supposed to, we're doing our part in the classroom. We care about the students. And it was my problem too. I'm going to confess. Like for the people that were higher up, I said, since I'm doing my job, they should be doing theirs. Since I'm doing my best, I bet they're doing their best or trying their best at least. But then all it took was 2 times that I saw 2 board meetings. I was driving to Harlingen and I heard the meetings and I was like, ¿Cómo? ¿Cuándo? And I was like asking myself, and I said from that day on, I'm going to keep track of all this. I'm going to be there. I'm going to listen and I'm going to advocate as much as I can because it's not just for me. It's for my students, for my kids, for my fellow teachers, for everybody.
100%.
So that's what kind of woke me up.
Amen. Is there going to be a football season this year for BISD Erasmo? Alex, I'm going to say no, not at this time. But I'm going to say what I want to do, Alex, I want to push our sports to January, February to see. But again, hoping that things clear up by then so that we could have football and basketball in, January, February. I know that some of my amazing football players also play basketball. But ni modo, guys, this year is just very, very different. So I'm going to push for a shorter season and to push it on over to February so you could finish off playing your football year, your varsity year, Alex, if that's what you're in. Student numbers will go down. Yes, unfortunately, that's one of the things. Better yet, report principals defying the order and the county judge, no one needs to be on campus. No one needs to be on campus. Pickle! I know I'm going to get in trouble for that one. I'm guessing no band or football activities. Not for right now, Hector. But I think, look, one of the things that I found, Hector, is that a lot of our bands are becoming very, very creative. Very, very, very creative.
They are. They are.
And
They
a lot of our
on distance too. They're doing on
yeah.
distance. Yes.
I don't know if you saw it, Tanya. I posted it, but the Roma Conjunto,
Mm-hmm.
and my goodness, they were going on there. They had an amazing performance,
Mm-hmm.
an amazing, amazing performance. That's the kind of stuff that we need.
Mm-hmm.
That's the kind of stuff that we need. IDEA has employees on campus already. Yeah, they shouldn't. Again, it's not just a BISD thing. We mentioned BISD because there's more BISD out there, but no campus should be out there. No campus. Erasmo se va a ver más con el retoque. Se va a ver más ¿qué? Pasote o papazote.
She meant that. I didn't want to say it, but I think she meant that. Oh, he meant that. I don't know.
My phone number is 956-572-1899. BISD purchased 13,000 Chromebooks because they anticipated 1/3 of the parents would not send their kids to school for the school year. Now they're going to be backed up, making sure we're 1-to-1. That's why we need our individuals out there. Donna is wanting to invest on towers to provide Wi-Fi for their schools. BISD 2011 sanitizers. They shouldn't be on campus. The start date got moved. Are they going to pay them for these days that they're technically early? They shouldn't be out there. Chromebooks were purchased back in May. They sure as heck will.
We're gonna be looking for these Chromebooks.
Yeah, Star should be the farthest from. Yes, 100%. Guys, Tanya, we're past our hour. Any last words, Tanya, for our people out there?
Well, just trust us. BISD is still the best. The teachers are awesome. Don't go anywhere. Like, stick with us because we're gonna get through this together. Teachers, stick with us because we're gonna get through this together. I wish you the best. Be careful out there. Tengan mucho cuidado. Hand sanitizer, masks. Please stay at home as much as you can. Curbside, pick up, all of that, because we want you back.
Amen.
Guys,
I want to apologize for the technical difficulties that we had at the start. I'm sorry that Frankie, I think his internet no está trabajando muy bien. Guys, it's very unfortunate, but these are some of the advantages that our teachers are going to be facing as well. So I want to thank you all for being patient, and parents out there, please be ready to be patient, because sometimes technology is amazing for us at times, and sometimes it kicks us in the butt. Mm-hmm. So guys, please, let's be patient one with the other. I'll be back in the studios tomorrow. Thank you so very much for y'all's concern. Again, it was a little wonky at the start, but that's the way it is. Tanya, sorry about all that, but
it's okay.
We love you here. You know that you have an open invitation anytime you want to come, want to share anything, an experience. And any other teacher out there, counselor, librarian that wants to come on, share your experiences, share what you're feeling, what you're going through, please come my way. Guys, numbers are going up. Please stay safe. Maintain distance one from the other. Wear your face coverings at all times. Please, and if someone out there is in need, go help them out. Buy them some food. Get them medicine, whatever they need. Don't let them go out if they're positive. Guys, be good to each other, and please be good to me. God bless.
Okay. See you. Take care.